What is up, players? It's WarbossTae up in this mug. Welcome to a video that I'm making especially for my patrons. Not just my present patrons, Daniel Sprinkle, Pix, Dicey Guy, and Play It Painted, but also potential future patrons. I want to entice you with this amazing new feature that I'm coming out with that I think is so great. It is really a step up for me, for my studio. So as you know, I work at a blue collar job every day, like 8 hours a day, sometimes 10 hours a day. I'm killing myself, and it's terrible because I've got this young little boy. I've got my wife who is talking to me about expanding the WarbossTae clan even more and building our empire with another little one. And I can't do that if I'm at a job that's really just breaking my back every day. What I want to do is spend time doing the stuff I love, like my hobby, making content on YouTube, filming tutorials, painting things up for clients, and posting my work up on eBay to supplement my income. I want to have a big, strong, solid patron base that is going to help me to continue to live my dream. And that is why I am going to be implementing this new game. It's like a choose your own adventure game for all patrons of WarbossTae Studio. So this is how it's going to go. And if you're already a patron, if you've been a patron for whatever length of time, if you're currently a patron, then all of these rules and all of the benefits are going to get back ordered for you. So you're gonna get everything. Don't worry about it. When you become a patron of WarbossTae Studios, the minute your first payment goes through, you get a figure represented by either a male knight or a female. And you would tell me, WarbossTae, I want my avatar to be a male or a female. And there you go. Step one, done. When you become a patron of WarbossTae Studios, I'm also going to give you a token, just like a little coin. And this is a token of renown. So you're going to have your first one just by being a patron of WarbossTae Studios. You're going to grow them and accrue them. The only way to build up your tokens is by continuing to be a patron of WarbossTae Studios. Every couple of months, you're going to get another token. And every milestone you hit, like financially, the amount of money, and I'm keeping track of how much is donated every month. But every time you reach a certain milestone, you're going to get another token. So the tokens are going to refill and replenish and build up. And what can you use them for? Well, these miniatures are from Highland Miniatures. And there are some other miniatures from a range called Lost Kingdom Miniatures that also make some terrific Bretonian large monsters and large display pieces. So with the new world coming out, and with Bretonia taking such a prominent part in the marketing for it, I want to get you some fantastic looking miniatures. And the way we're going to do it is by playing this game, this role-playing game. So you've got your avatar here, and you say, oh, I really like that Lady of the Lake figure with the water unicorn, where she's wearing that really soft and beautiful sheer see-through gown. That looks real nice. So I say, okay, that's like an end game boss level acquisition. So I would say it's going to cost 1 token of renown to go for that figure. So you would pay up 1 token of renown. And then you would use the dice app on Discord to roll between a 1 and 100. That's right, we're using a D100. And because it's an N-level boss, you would have to roll between a 96 and 100. That's 5%. You get 5% chance of getting the big model that you want. And it's not great. It's not great. 5% out of 100, yeah, that's not too good. So chances are you're probably going to lose your token of renown and walk away empty-handed. But say you wanted to prepare, say you wanted to grind out some levels, say you really want that Lady of the Lake figure. So after some time, you've gotten some tokens replenished and refilled. Say you want to use your initial token that you get for just being a supporter of WarbossTae Studios, and just say, I want to use a token of renown to get some followers. So all of a sudden, now you've got, represented by 1 halberdier, you've got a unit of 5 halberdiers maybe, or 5 swordsmen with swords and shields. And they're going to follow you around, and they're going to up your chances. Maybe now from a 96 to 100, now your chance is 94 to 100. It's not that great, but if you're taking 5 halberdiers into a battle with a dragon, then it's not so good. But what if you spend another token of renown? Now all of a sudden, your 5 halberdiers are replaced by 5 knights, crusading knights in full armor. That is pretty good. So now instead of a 94 to 100, it's a 92 to 100. Then that's pretty good. The odds are getting better. Then all of a sudden you say, okay, that's not too bad. But what if I spend another token of renown? Well, now all 5 of your crusading knights are replaced by 5 knights on horseback. Wow. 5 knights on horseback are going to help you to finish this adventure. So now when you spend that token of renown, it's let's say 90% chance. 90% chance of, or not 90, but it's between 90 and 100. So 10%, which is the best chance that you've had so far. Now you understand how getting tokens and spending them builds up your chances. Right? Before you were by yourself, you had hardly any chance. Then you had some footmen, some regular old footmen in the town guard uniforms with the halberd and a shield. Not that great. Then you spend another token of renown, and your footmen are promoted to knights. And then from there, they become mounted knights. So there's going to be a whole range, a whole list of things that I want to purchase for this army to offer as prizes for you guys. And first of all, I hope you understand how the game system is going to work. The exact fine details, I'm still working through all of the kinks to make sure that it's really ironclad and that the game can run on its own and you don't need me. Like if I have to abandon you guys for a little while, at least you'll know when WarbossTae gets back, okay, I've got 4 tokens of renown. I'm going to spend 3 of them on buffing up some of my crew, and then I'm going to use that last one to get that Lady of the Lake figure. And I'm going to be posting pictures of all the available models that I'm going to try to tempt people with getting. And there's many more. There are many more. If you really say, I don't really feel like any of these miniatures you showed us, but there is this really cool Chaos Dwarf train with a rocket launcher on it, then we'll take a look at it. The way I see it, the people who fund my studio and donate to my studio really are putting their trust in me to produce content and to not only produce content that they enjoy and that they like, but also to be creative and to get people to think outside the box and just all these other things that I hope I bring value to as a YouTuber. So the way you can help me to keep the lights on in my studio is by becoming a patron. Becoming a patron on Patreon, getting your figures, your avatars all sorted. Like I said, I'm ordering the female knights so that we could have some female knights along with the males. But I'm like really excited, you guys. This Patreon project is taking up most of my time that's not spent on the July painting challenge. And I can't wait to see how it takes off. The next big point, the final big point I want to add is that I'm also trying to make it as a writer online and a dark fantasy fiction writer. And I think something really fun might be if I write stories of your avatars in this dark fantasy setting. And like from there, the wheels just started turning. I think if I can come up with a collection of short stories where all the avatars are doing something pretty amazing, then that would be the final. That would be the final like cherry on top. To come up with a book, like an ebook, all about the patrons in my community, I think that would really be amazing. So let me know what you think. Comments down below. I'm working through all the kinks and the specifics in the game to make sure there's no way to really mess with the system And yeah, like I said, head over to the Discord. I'm going to post up all the pictures of the really amazing looking end game bosses that you can take on and try to take home with you. But that'll be it for me, guys. Have a great day. Like the button, like all the buttons, like all the buttons. Hit the subscribe button, like the video. See you in the next one.